Hi.
I wanted to ask, what's the weirdest fan art you've ever seen of yourself or Castiel?
What is the weirdest fan art I've ever seen? What'd you say? Somebody said something? PG, what's the weirdest? PG-13? Okay, well that narrows it down a lot. It's definitely something I never expected when I got on the show. I didn't know about fan art, and I didn't know that my character would ultimately be depicted giving so many blowjobs to other characters on the show. So that was all new to me. There's a lot of, as you ask this question, I must confess that a tremendous number of images are flashing through my head right now. And sorting which one is the weirdest is kind of challenging. Have you come across anything that you found interesting?
I would rather not answer this question.
That was what I should have said. That's what I should have said. Okay, but if you had to answer it, do you have an image on your phone right now? Do you create fan art? You do, don't you? You dirty, dirty bird. I would say, to answer your question, I'll do G-rated. It's fine. There's some interesting Castiel stuff that I've seen. Oh, I know. There was something that was kind of really weird. I'm gonna say it, but kind of awesome too. Recently that we got, and I would say super weird. It was mice, taxidermied mice. No. Yeah, there was also taxidermy squirrels, but there was taxidermy mice as Sam, Dean, and Cass in little scenes under little glass globes, and they were real mice. And then there was this one that at this, I don't know if it was the same event, and I think it was a different person, believe it or not. Somebody came up to do photo ops and was like, "Here, will you know?" She had a doll of Castiel, and I was like, "Man, that's so cute! It's so hairy, so soft." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it was a dead squirrel dressed up as Cass. And I was like, "Oh, so that's so cute." Take the picture. And then I was like, "Yeah, there you go. Bye. See you next time." And then all of the staff rushed over with hand sanitizer. A pint of hand sanitizer in my hand.
Thank you.
Hi, Jared.
Hi.
So my friend Brad from Texas took me to this gallery last night.
All right.
I'm checking out this gallery by Joe Phillips, and I turn around the corner and I see this image. And I just want your critique on it.
Turn it toward that camera over there, man.
How do you feel about this, Jared?
Listen, I never wear jeans without a belt. I think my little nipples are kind of... Are they uneven? Oh, that's all right. He's pretty cute, that guy. I think they did me a favor by making me look like that. They haven't seen me lately. Where was that? Did he draw it? How big is it? I mean, I'm going straight from here to the airport. I'll find it. Right here in front. Permanently etched in my brain.
Yep.
Hi, this is for the both of you. What is the weirdest thing or place you've seen your face on? And also, Rob, did you give Rich my pick?
No, I haven't given it to you. You gotta see this. Is great. I haven't seen him. You answer the question. I'll give you this.
When you say, what's the weirdest thing we've seen our face on, you mean like in a Photoshop kind of way, or where we put our weird actual faces? Because that's none of your beeswax. What's that? Oh, it's a dick pic. Nice. Well done. And there's me. That's awesome. Very cool.
Enjoy, and I hope you'll use it. Bye.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. That's cool.
Strangest place we've seen our face on.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that comes up on the web that people have said, oh, I put your face on this.
You know what I just saw that someone did?
You're going to say Full House?
But you've seen the new Full House?
No.
It's really funny. It's me and you and Matt as the dudes, and then like Jensen, Jared, and Misha's faces on like the two baby girls. Jensen and Jared are the two baby girls, and then I think Misha and Jensen are the two baby girls, and then Jared is the like grown woman.
Got it.
And I can't remember who the characters are, but it's really funny.
There's a lot, but we'll go with that because the Matt as John Stamos is worth seeing. So it's funny seeing the R2M, the Rob, Rich, and Matt Full House version. I haven't seen that one.
You guys see it? It's pretty funny.
You.
There's some weird fanfic art out there about Charlie and Dean and Sam. And there was one with Charlie and Daenerys that I saw involving a dragon. And I think there was, actually, the weirdest thing is someone actually, I get some fan mail sometimes, and someone sent me a picture of myself as Charlie. They sent me like 3 or 4 pictures to sign. And the letter said, "Dear Felicia, I love you as Charlie on Supernatural. I'm the biggest fan. My sister and I have been collecting autographs for Girl Scouts for years. Please sign these pictures." And I was like, oh, okay. Here's a picture of Charlie dancing in the elevator. Here's a picture of me as Codex. Here's a picture of me with Charlie's head on a nude body lying with a snake. And I was like, wait, what? Like, it was like, but like naked, but not my body. It was me like, it was really bad Photoshop, so, you know, it didn't really match the body at all. There was a snake, I think. I did not send that one back. Did not send it and sign it, although I was almost tempted. Like Anyway, next question.
So her question was, what is the weirdest fan art that you've gotten?
She did it again.
The weirdest fan art?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's the best. A velvet painting of Misha and I as Castiel and Crowley in the bath. I'm telling you. But
was it a live rendition? Was that a live rendition?
I've got to tell you though,
Posing for that was a bitch.
Where's the soap? Yes, it does, doesn't it? But you know, the body shape that they drew me at really has spurred me to lose plenty of weight in the last few months. Thank you. But I'm telling you, if I looked that good in the bath with Misha, I'd be there right now.
Let's get him a treadmill, guys. What do you think? I don't know what fan art that I've been given.
There was that book.
The pillows.
There was that book that we had in Rome of our characters, but they were cats. Do you remember that?
It's the amount of time. It
It
amazed
was
me.
spectacular.
We all looked at it. We were like, "This took a lot of time." I actually have some fan art in my office, in my house, because a lot of it's amazing. Like,
who has the Comic-Con Supernatural bag? Does anybody have that? That is fan art. That is
No way.
salt.
That is, yeah, it
That's
is.
awesome. That's so great.
That is cool, and it's salt.
Isn't there
Drawn in
there's
salt.
some art of you, Jared and Jensen, as like gay centaurs?
But that was
Wait,
I
no,
went through
there's
that.
not. Can somebody please do that?
But no. Wait, you said fan art,
That's
not
fan
things
art.
that I
That's-
drew.
that's-
Yeah, not the
Not
splash page on your
personal art.
website.
One step behind you on that one. You beat me to it.
Yes.
I am never going to make it through the season.
Huzzah.
Oh my God, we need another beer.
I don't know if I've. Maybe mine's been kind of sus. Mine's all been pretty relatively normal. No velvet top.
What?
Not true. That is not true.
You are so full of shit.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
You just don't look at it. That's what you're saying. You haven't seen
Oh
it.
no, he just
there's
chooses
bound
not
to
to
have
remember
there's
it.
bound to have been some stuff that maybe I pay a lot for my psychiatrist to help me forget these things. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I'll think of it. I'll think of that. I'll tell
I love
either
it when
you or your
people-
sister Catherine or you Catherine.
I love
I
it
know- I
when
know
people
what you're
draw, and some people draw amazing stuff. It's amazing art that you see, and people put their heart into it. You can tell it's a lovely thing. But sometimes they get one proportion wrong, and it doesn't matter how much you love the person or care about the person. You look in and you're going, "You see that in me? I don't. I look like that, really? To you? Why have I got 3 ears?"
Well, you didn't know.
But I love it. It's a
I
lovely.
just see Mark looking at a picture of Quasimodo, and he's just like, "This, I don't
This is
really."
unbelievably accurate.
And getting self-conscious. Do I look like
Do
that?
I have a hump on my?
It's like suddenly the head is like. Oh no!
Yeah, there's been some very interesting fan art throughout the years. There's been fan art of our dogs. Not just us.
But not
Like it's
Oh, I forgot to say. A girl painted a picture of Will, and it's beautiful. And it's so beautiful, we bought the original.
Really?
It was the most incredible, right, Jessica? You know? But
Catherine?
Somebody.
Sheba?
No, but but it was the most beautiful painting of Will, and it was conceptual. It was from a couple of pictures, and it's just amazing. We went and found her and paid for it because it was the most beautiful.
Yeah,
piece
some
of
cool
art I've
stuff.
seen. So you do get incredible stuff sometimes.
there's a woman in California, and she had done this drawing or painting. It was amazing, and I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna. I mean, this is so good, but I'm not gonna put up a picture of myself. Like my giant face.
Not another one.
Not another one.
There's no
There's no
space
wall
on your
space.
walls.
By virtue of it'll have to go over a current picture of myself.
It would
on the
have
wall.
to.
You mean that black and white one? That black and white
It
one?
may have been black. Anyway, I had this picture that I had taken, or that somebody took of me in Scotland playing golf, and it was just me in the very distance, but it was the whole landscape of like the Scottish West Coast, and I found out who she was, and I sent her that picture, and I'm like, draw this if you're going to draw something like this would be cool. She drew it, sent it back to me, framed. It's hanging up. It's amazing. Yeah, so there's some very, very talented. We have some talented fans. Y'all some talented people.
I just like how all of a sudden Jensen was black. I really enjoyed that. I personally really
working
enjoyed
on it. He's
That's
working
my
on it.
favorite moment from the last 9 seasons of Supernatural.
That's what happens when I run out of air.
Was right. And he says,
Ooh, y'all be some talented motherfuckers, man. Y'all in my heart, like right here.
I do scavenger hunt, which is partly was partly inspired by the fact that I saw so much amazing fan art come in and wanted to see more of it. But also part of it was just wanting to see more portraits of Jared and Jensen and Mark. One of which, do you want to tell your story?
Yes.
You probably heard. Who has heard this story? A few of you.
I don't think
All
I
right,
have.
For those of you who haven't.
we gonna hear some good shit.
Hey,
Yeah, baby.
hey, gather
It's
around.
about to be
Chip.
some stories.
Gather around. So on the way back from set, I had wrapped late. It was probably maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Sun was down. It was night. I needed a charger for my phone because I had lost mine. So on the way home from set, swung by a little electronics store out in Burnaby, I think, somewhere not close to town, and just this little tiny, like even smaller than a Radio Shack, And I called ahead. I'm like, hey, do you guys have a charger? They're like, yeah, come on in. Like, all right. So I opened up the little store door. It was in like a strip mall, and there's a desk, and it's just kind of an old electronics store. They got old monitors and stuff like that, and there's one person behind the counter, and I walk up, and I'm like, hey, and the person just stares at me like blankly, and I'm like, I called just a second ago about the phone charger, and she's just like, oh my God. And I go, what? And she goes, turn around. And I turned around, and sitting on some computer boxes was a big giant piece of cardboard, probably maybe 4 feet by 4 feet, with a perfect rendition of my face made out of Skittles.
He has a picture. You have a picture with it.
Oh, I took a picture of it. Yeah.
Can you send it to me?
I will find it. I will find it.
That's like the beginning of a horror movie.
No, but I
Put the lotion in the
want to know what I
basket.
looked like when I turned back around
Puts
to
the
her.
Skittles in the basket.
Right?
So slowly I turned.
He just backed out. He's like, I don't need a charger anymore.
Did the words "I'm your #1 fan" come out?
Well, no. This is the crazy thing is that it
She's
was.
like, I don't even like you.
It
I'm trying to
wasn't
scavenger
her.
hunt.
It wasn't her that did it. It was her coworker who happened to be off that night.
Oh! Did you go back?
So she got her on the phone immediately, and I was like, "Hi, how you doing?" Yeah, I'm staring at a very odd picture of myself, and then it was just like screams on the other end of the phone.
And then you ate your own
But this
nose.
was all because...
And then I ate me.
This was all because this person was participating in Misha's scavenger hunt, and I guess at work decided to make a portrait of me out of Skittles. And it was...
You got the dimensions right. It was 4x4. That was stipulated.
He's got a picture of it?
Is that it?
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant.
Don't correct me.
Imagine at night by yourself walking into a very dark store.
It's terrifying.
And like one lone person.
Terrifying.
And it's just like, turn around. What? I don't. What?
I'm gonna send this to myself.
Isn't that amazing?
And then
Freaked me right
by the
out.
way, I'm gonna caption it because you look like you, but you also look a little bit like the David Bowie kind of Ziggy Stardust era. Like your lips are very
Look,
red.
girl, I'm doing the blue steel.
Look, girl, I'm doing the blue steel. You know how we do.
You know how we do. Yeah.
Give me your phone back.
So you know what Misha does to us, right? So he comes up with all this Gishwez stuff, right? But he doesn't tell us.
Yeah, no,
what the
I had no
questions
idea
are.
scavenger
So they
was
come
going
up
on.
to hundreds of people all over the world come up and ask me to do weird shit, and I don't know if it's personal or it's because of him.
It caught me off guard the first time because someone came up with like, please tell me like either you love me or he's your master. I was like, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about? They're like, hurry, just please do it. I was like, what in the world? Why? They're like, I can't tell you. And so, anyways, I looked at my Twitter feed. There literally must have been thousands or 10,000, how many people were trying to get the points. And I was like, no, I just can't do it on principle.
That item had a high point value because I knew there was no way in hell anyone was going to get you to do it.
I almost did the Bieber thing. I had a cardboard cutout of Bieber, which was interesting.
Oh, amazing.
I was
Awesome.
actually thinking about getting a tattoo of the Colt.
Yeah.
Do it.
Where?
I think
In fact, you
on my
want to do
back.
it right now?
Yes, you got a pen and some ink and a knife and a bowl of water and a bottle of Maker's Mark and a punch to the face.
You don't need all that shit.
That sounds like a good Saturday after Sunday
Yeah, I was
afternoon,
thinking
doesn't
like
it?
either here.
I can do it with a
like
knife.
where I would pull a gun from, so like here.
Ah, nice.
Or here.
You pull your guns from up here?
Yes. My character on Archer, her guns are always here, right? In a little, so I just pull it right there. And it will not have your face on it. I promise you that. I want to remember you how you are today.
Can it be a Colt made of Skittles?
Let's get a tattoo of a Colt made of
Glue
Skittles.
Skittles on the side.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's how the prison tats work. Let's go to another question because this is getting weird.
Getting weird.